a common theme across rivalry games, but there is one where that term has floated predominantly over the landscape of a matchup. When the Paul Bunyan Trophy is up for grabs, there is nothing little when these brothers start battling. And the Wolverines will put toe to leather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Michigan State's offense will get first crack at it here. The Wolverines often look at this rivalry as their birthright to win. And boy, did they put the hammer down in a blowout last year.
Yeah, and you heard a lot of hail to the victors, and you heard a lot about little brother, and a lot of shots throughout this last year about how Michigan is the program in the state. They are the brand, and Michigan State has heard that holler a ton.
And that's just been a narrative that we've heard throughout the years, too. And it's something that people love talking about in Ann Arbor, is that they are the dominant team. And it's not even close in a Sin-State rival. Michigan State's got to do something to flip the script. If they want their program to reach the consistency that Michigan has, they've got to recruit better. And a big way in doing that is winning this game.
Quickly out to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Spartans racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Spartans are moving quickly down the field.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
It's complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Spartans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls and fires complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. The snap sets up the throw. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked. Nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with it.
So Michigan's offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There are a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Snagged out of the air. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action. He slings it deep to the left. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. So now it's 2nd and long. This time he's got it. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Gonna run it. It's Cabrera. Nice move to keep running. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Wolverines, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups, and you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That stung Michigan State so bad. The hatred for each other is what makes this game so fun to follow every single year.
And I always feel in this game specifically between Michigan and Michigan State, it's the big-time players and the Heisman candidates that have always stepped up and made big plays. So I can't wait to see what the best players in this game are ready to do.
The Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Spartans will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. On his way back from the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Going right to work up top. They're working that left side. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Turning it on. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Buys a little time. Trying to make magic with his feet. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds just short of the goal line, but man, are they in business now. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Wolverines! Great job by the back on the option.
Well, this running back can beat you with a lot of tools. He's got speed, he can shake you, he can spin away, and now he shows you the stiff arm. That was lethal before walking into the end zone.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Auburn is lining up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over Florida. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan Trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on us? Rank the trophy?
Breaks into the open. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. The Spartans in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
He's got him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Off the boot, looking for his man. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he's already put 1 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. Absolutely perfect. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Looking for space. That's Boone. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Well, they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Going downfield for the big play. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. Once he got some room, it was over. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The Spartans moving quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Fires complete on the crosser. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This guy fits that Spartan quarterback mold, a guy who makes plays, a Jeff Smoker, a Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, a guy that you can depend on. You got to find that guy that can complement who you are and what you are, and so you can get a lot of the fans go green, go white. Find the complement at quarterback to this offense.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that player.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. It's 1st and 10 from their own 14-yard line. The give to the back. Got the first down and more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Across the 45. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. To the air on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Boone. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. There he goes. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Wolverines had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'll leave it with him. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Wolverines will try to pick it up on 4th down. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Lewis. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Now on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Under fire. Bought a little time. Lets it go. It's complete on the right side. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got the first himself. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And the Spartans will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. The option look. He'll pitch it. Oh, he's got some space. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside.
Breaks into the open on the left. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. From the 30-yard line on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Under fire. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points. The Wolverines have a nice little cushion in that Paul Bunyan trophy almost within their grasp.
Sparty can't quit, though. This game means too much. In the rivalry, in the conference play, in recruiting, Sparty now has to dig deep, and they've got to fight back. Just takes one play, David.
Yeah, and these guys are a bunch of underdog guys, right? These guys are the ones that are... This rivalry is inferior to Michigan all the time. You got a chance to keep fighting, showing what's inside your chest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Got his man. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Spartans send out the punt unit.
Number 10, on to kick it away.
Way back close to his end zone as he makes the catch. Made a defender miss. Touchdown Wolverines. Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. So much for putting your heels on the 10 and not going backwards. He didn't want to just let that go. He grabbed it and took it to the house.
And when you got that kind of ability, I will give you the green light. Absolutely. You just catch it and you just go. He does the refs 10-yard line, 5-yard line, 1-yard line. When you do that, it's all great.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Michigan. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. He'll pull it on the read. At the 35, he's got room. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Punt is on its way. Let's see what he can do with it. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Looking to take a shot. Makes the catch down the right side. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. The give to the left side. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying play action. A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, when you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB, if you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off. And by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Inside a minute to go here in the 3rd. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Quarterback gets the 1st down and more. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. On the ground, it's Boone. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. caught near the sticks. It's Harris. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Rides the back on the option to give. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give as they work on that clock. Turning it on! Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Quick spin on the run. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock.
Nowhere to go, the ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Man, he coughed it up. God, big mistake, but here's the thing. I'm going to run my quarterback. I got to pick my spots, but he's got to understand when I can take hits, when I get in traffic, and I got to wrap that thing up. And I'm a running back, right? When I'm running these design quarterback runs, I got to take care of the football.
They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Looking down the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Spartans decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. To the ground with the back. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. And the Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Got room to work. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He's in open space downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Where'd he go?
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
At the 14-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down.
Give to the running back. And on that short gain, that will bring us to the end of this game. As has been the case for the majority of this rivalry, it's me.